Good evening, and welcome back to The Siege, or good morning, good afternoon, and welcome back, folks, to the third day of the Summer Game Fest, and definitely one of the bigger ones. Let me switch to live here. You can see my desktop and you can see my Spotify. No! Don't look at my desktop. There are a lot of video games there. How are you doing, folks? How are you doing? I hope you have a fantastic Sunday. And welcome in, Dragodai. Good to see you. Gamer Trojan. Good to see you too. And good day to you as well. And Hulu Tiny. Hi. There you go. And everyone else looking in the shadows, welcome in. It is definitely the biggest day of, well, since the PlayStation 1. So far, PlayStation definitely got the goods. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Resident Evil 9 announcement and what Jeff Keighley did wasn't too bad, but it also wasn't really the greatest. So, it's a mix. It's a mix, right? Um, oh, there is apparently already a pre-show going on. what is this? Is explosions? Burning? Wait, what? Okay, let me. Of course, I have to switch to Firefox because apparently good old Edge is still doing. Oh my god, I need to be signed in to watch this? You're shitting me right now, right? Give me a second here, folks. That YouTube, really? Really? And if you're wondering, wait, you have to be signed in to watch a YouTube video or stream? Yes, it's called age verification. Normally, I don't notice that because I'm always logged in. But apparently, for this one, oh my god. Yes, yes, this is me, Google. Give me a second here. Yes, it's me. It's me, Mole. Okay. No, no, I don't want to. Let me just watch. Holy shit. Oh, it's Fallout 76. Oh, and it's doing it here again. Oh, that's what we're watching. It's Fallout 76. Fishing? Why do I have a bar here as well? No, what is this? I now have a bar here on... Is this a new YouTube thing? I think it is. Yeah, like, why do I have a bar? What the hell? Yeah, what is this? I hate that so much. Can I deactivate that somehow? So if people are wondering, what am I talking about? I'm talking about this. You can see the bar down here, right? This bar. Right here. And unfortunately, this bar persists even in the video. What the hell? Like, huh? Since when is that a thing? I am utterly confused, as you can see. And I don't know why. Now it's gone. Oh, because of the... Okay, I think I know what it is. It's because YouTube wants to show me still some videos, and okay, it's a YouTube thing. Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. So, apparently we're just watching some people fishing, and we have still 9 minutes. So let's talk about what we will see here. Well, not really too surprised that we will see some Fallout 76 here. I don't expect too much of Bethesda. Bethesda basically had their games this year with Doom and some other games, right? Um, so I'm not necessarily expecting too much here. I know that some people are like, maybe a new Dishonored. I don't think we are seeing a new Dishonored anytime soon. I would be surprised by it. I know everyone is waiting for Silk Song because that seems to be like Xbox slash Microsoft thing. That could happen. The problem is, just because it's here, it doesn't mean anything. That's the problem. Like we had Silksong last year, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, when it shows up at Xbox, that means it's probably pretty close." Yeah, nothing, nothing. They're done with Dishonored pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I wouldn't be too surprised by it. And now they're working on Blade, so maybe we see something of Blade. But I heard there were also some issues with the game, so hard to tell. I know that some people are like, "Oh my god, maybe we have finally seen something of um, the new Elder Scrolls." I doubt it. I really do. And the reason for me doubting is because of Oblivion Remaster. Like I could kind of see it, but I don't see an Elder Scrolls here. It's too soon. Like the problem is, and this is something people forget, Starfield was supposed to be their next Elder Scrolls for a while. It didn't work out that way, but that doesn't matter because their planning is very different. Now, does it mean we get another teaser? Maybe at the end of it, maybe they will do like a story thing again, but they can only do that many teasers before somebody is calling them out on it and goes like, hey, like how about some actual gameplay or some cinematic trailer instead of just the teaser, right? Like there is no real rush for them. Like there is no necessity. Same thing goes for a new Fallout. Fallout 76, as much as I don't like that, and as much as other people don't like it, um, it's still going strong. It's still doing its thing. They don't have to be in a rush. Now, would I love to see another Fallout remake? Maybe? Yeah. I mean, they definitely showed with Oblivion that it can be done. You know, like seeing finally the Fallout 3 remake, which apparently was in the works for quite some time. I wouldn't say no to that. I wouldn't say no to that. Cool. Um, personal wish I hope we see is a new Ace Combat. Like, I would love to see a new Ace Combat. Has been now quite a while, and I think it's time again to see a new Ace Combat game. If it would show up, I'm pretty sure it would show up here on the Xbox Showcase. So that makes kind of sense. What else could we see? Oh yeah, Gears of War, D-Day. E-Day, not D-Day. Close. Close. D-Day is the other thing. It's the E-Day. You know, similar. It's missed it by one. But E-Day, I'm pretty sure we will see E-Day popping up here. Strategy games. Let's talk about strategy games. So there might be something Age of Empires related, maybe a new DLC or something like that. I do not expect a new game. Like we just had last year the Age of Mythology remake, right? And Age of Empires 4 is doing its thing, and Age of Empires 2 is still massive, especially with since the enhanced edition. They have given that game so much new content, it's insane. So I don't really think that we would see a new Age of Empires. Would I love to see another game like Halo? Would I love to see a new Halo Wars? Yes. Would I love to see maybe a Gears of War strategy game? Like I really enjoyed the Gears of War XCOM game. I think that was fantastic. And I would love to see them continuing it. Like, there's definitely a chance for some strategy games. Now, does Xbox do it? Who knows? Who knows? Right? There is definitely a lot. There is definitely a lot I could see Xbox doing. Because the thing with Xbox is, Xbox has shown us that they are definitely willing to also pay money, right? To grow, especially Game Pass, and to make sure that more and more people buy into it, especially on PC. They have said time and time again on the conference calls, hey, yeah, Xbox Game Pass on consoles has kind of peaked. Xbox Game Pass on PC, though, that still goes up. They see a lot of room there. So they want to reach more people. And funny enough, Xbox Game Pass has a lot of good strategy games. So I could see it. You know? You know what would be hilarious? And this is a meme. I put this under meme. I put this under I'm joking, but I am not. Half-Life 3 or a new Half-Life game. I know people will laugh at me for this, and rightfully so, because I also don't mean it, realistically speaking. But apparently there has been a few rumors now going on for quite some time that Xbox and Steam want to work closer, whatever that means, and that there has been things happening in the background. We will see that today. Depends. But it would definitely be the big war of the show if Valve would showcase a new Half-Life at an Xbox event. Right? Because Xbox has been trying to sell the whole idea of everything as an Xbox. Right? Xbox is not a console anymore. Xbox is a brand. And with that, it's everywhere. But we will see how it goes. We are 10 seconds away, as you can see. Two, one. Crash Bandicoot. No, wait. Rated M for mature. Oh, wow, yeah, that's a... I think it's mature. I think it's mature, chat. Oh, starting off with an Xbox Game Studios. Well, that was to be expected. The Outer Worlds? Yeah. That's kind of weird. Invasion of Arcadia. Whoa.
Do you think I care that the colony is in disarray?
Auntie Cleo.
We didn't come to Arcadia to get bogged down in pointless warfare.
Yeah, they have like a whole showcase coming after this, which we will watch. I'm so looking forward to this. I'm so looking forward to this. Oh, all the new crewmates.
How things play out. They could stop us from stealing the Protectorate's brainwashing technology, which we need to improve our market share.
Not the market share.
If this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs, that could be the key to closing the rifts that threaten the colonies. So, you see why this menace must be wiped from the face of existence.
Ooh, that looked painful.
Yet, brought to our side through the power of capitalism.
Oh, I love capitalism.
Now, let's get out there and buy our way to victory.
Ah.
I'm yearning and yearning for you.
I'm pretty sure this is all DMCA. But I don't give a damn. Actually, could be in-game music. I wouldn't be too surprised. Hey, the shrink is back. Yes, we will do a full playthrough like we did of the first one. That's a big one. Oh my. Oh. Well. October 29th?
Adventure made for capitalism by capitalism. Inflate our impressions and egos by staying tuned after the showcase.
Cool. Yeah, we would definitely do a full playthrough of it. I'm looking forward to it. That will be on the Mole RP channel, of course.
Babe, what's wrong?
I don't know, you are so red.
I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything. Humanzapro.
Oh no, it's the second one. Oh no, they made a second one? Oh. Boy. This time you... I want to skateboard the whole time? No, you can also walk around. Okay. Or maybe? Look, I have to refill my drug prescription before I'm playing this.
Yeah, humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
Oh, good. Yeah, it is high on life too. Coming this winter. I love that they are also putting PlayStation and all that underneath it. That they're actually talking about the other platforms. And not like PlayStation. We're still pretending it doesn't exist. What's this? If I wouldn't know better, I would say a new Assassin's Creed, but we just got one, so that's out of the question. He's fine. Not Dishonored? Resonance. Oh, it's a... Wait, it's a Plague Tale game? Ah. There was nothing Plague Tale on it. Like, what? Cool, but also, nah, man. It's a controller. It's an Xbox controller. Oh! Oh no! Oh. Are they doing it? Oh boy, they do it. Prepare switch. Oh, no, it's a rock. Ignore it. Putting Silk on there. I mean, it makes sense that they are finding somebody who can basically, like, do the whole Xbox thing. Oh wow, with apps on it. Okay. Yeah, again, makes sense. Makes sense. Rock Xbox Ally. Okay. Neat.
At Xbox, we strive to put the player first.
Hi,
and
Miss
that's what
Bond.
you've seen from us over the years. We've led the industry with backward compatibility. We championed crossplay and cross-progression. We deliver Game Pass, first on console, then on PC, and with cloud gaming. So what's next? How can we give you even more freedom, more choice, more ways to play? Our next step is to unify your gaming no matter where you buy or play. So we're building an Xbox experience designed for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device.
Huh?
The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands, bringing together the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows. On this Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect.
That's cool.
And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year. In fact, every new game you see in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
We have always wanted you to have the unique experience of Xbox on any screen. That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere. Whether you're playing on console, PC, smart TV, or
and
any
that's what
Windows
we have
handheld
closed
like the new
down a
Xbox
lot of
Ally,
studios
the
to make
Xbox
this happen.
experience roams with you. Your library, progression, friends, and achievements. There are over 1,000 Xbox Play Anywhere games on Xbox
Let's see if
today.
Silksong is ready.
And every new game you see in today's show, from our partners and our studios, is Xbox Play Anywhere.
That's cool.
And because it's Xbox, you can always have access to Game Pass with a diverse lineup of games from the biggest franchises to critically acclaimed indie hits. This is the freedom we believe players should have. Any game, anywhere. And we are giving it our all every day to make this vision real. But it all comes back to the games. From Dead to Rights on the original Xbox to Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time.
Yes. Ace Combat.
We both believe
Ace
in
Combat.
bringing amazing
Ace
experiences
Combat.
to players around the world. And their next game does exactly that.
Yes?
From Rebel Wolf Studio.
Oh.
This is a story-rich action RPG
It's
steeped in
the
dark fantasy
Vampire
that I can't wait for
Witcher
you to explore.
game.
Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Darn it! I'm not getting my wish here. It's by a lot of ex-Witcher devs. Like, some of the leading figures. Who basically left CDPR because, well, CDPR was still very much the old CDPR at the time, and they were just like, we're done.
At our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives. We should have feared for our souls instead.
She's hanging about.
The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule.
I'm getting some
To turn us into mindless, docile
excessive Witcher vibes here.
cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead.
I mean, could be a better Vampire the Masquerade than Vampire the Masquerade. Just saying. Getting some Vampire.
A Dawnwalker,
The Dawnwalker?
trapped between the two worlds. Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all.
And I'm getting, again, massive picture vibes. Whoa, the frame rate just said, I'm out. I mean, we're not getting a lot of vampire games, so you know, it's like, it's also coming to Steam. And, oh well, it's always coming to Steam, but it's also coming to PS5. It's kind of crazy that they actually mention PS5. Yeah, I have to see actual gameplay on this to make this clear.
World premiere.
I think I do it better. Butterflies and beef. What is going on here? Super Meat Boy? Oh, you all dead. Oh, right. Hey, you wanna get something even more frustrating than Meat Boy and Super Meat Boy? How about Super 3D Boy? Yeah, no. 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 Yeah, I... One of those days, huh? This game was infuriating. I don't know if they really call it that. Like, it was already frustrating in 2D. I don't need this in 3D. You know? Xbox Game Studios presents not a world premiere. Huh?
Watch your back, Yakumo.
Ow!
You're a wanted criminal now.
Right.
I'll kill the Dark Dragon myself.
Right.
That's my mission. My duty as a Raven ninja.
Looks definitely already better than we saw it in January.
Breaking the Dark Dragon free has its consequences.
It's platinum. I mean, I'm kind of sold.
Sayori.
Ryu, there's something I need your help with.
Ryu Hayabusa? From the Hayabusa clan? Looks awesome. Heck yeah. Shot. I like the chop design. That's a lot of going on though, man. Bird. Kitten. Bird. Dog.
The Dark
Thingy.
Dragon is mine.
Yeah. Oh, there's the release date. October. Awesome. Oh. This is probably a Fallout thingy. Fallout 76 or something. Oh, it's Indiana. Right. Probably DLC. I mean, I haven't even played the base game yet.
Here we go.
Good luck, Indy.
What are you doing, Jones? Are you crazy?
Or is this just the game exists? Ah! No.
This is where it starts. Beneath the streets of Rome. Enter the city of Antioch. Find the secret relic. Bring it back to the Holy See. Defend the secret. They worshipped the giants.
Huh. Okay, I didn't expect that we're actually seeing DLC for it. Yeah, here's the thing, I have to play through Lies of P now that the expansion is out. That's next on the list of my streams. So, but Indiana Jones is somewhere there.
はるか昔、この国に輪廻の獣が現れた。
何？
輪廻の獣は汚れを吐き、あらゆる生物を蝕んだ。
Huh? Wow, the FPS is... For everyone who's like Game Freak? The creators of Pokemon. And still Pokemon. I think they had a deal. Wasn't there a deal recently with what was the name? The indie publisher from 2K. Beast of Reincarnation. Private Division. Looks interesting. Fictions. Okay, interesting.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine. Yes! Because they sweep their filth down to us.
Yes. I have totally forgotten this game exists, and now I'm excited again because I remember that it exists.
Here's to playing in the mud. Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
You will be paying me back until you fucking rust.
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
And it's sure as shite
So
ain't for the
dull.
decent.
It's a clean sweep for
Aww. Rude! The knob.
There has been a crime! Justice itself has been affronted! I have been burgled!
Lord Griswick.
Bertolt!
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill? We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
That was a good one.
Trust your instincts, sir.
Tall,
Yes, sir.
built rather slim, well, muscular. Mm-hmm. Was very quick. agile.
Go on.
Oh, is this the character creation?
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I say I'm touchy! There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges.
Well,
empty pockets.
if it isn't like the action, the consequences of my own action.
Goodbye, Silas.
No, no!
Oh.
I'll hurt you, you fucking meatsack! I'll leave you with a pissing pan of pieces!
You'd either got a gang at your back, or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep
I
order.
hope you can be a real villain in this one.
Thing into the crucible and melt it.
It looks definitely very different from what was shown the first time, though.
I don't want to kill him.
That's why it pays to be clever and well-armed.
Like, very different. Whoa.
Let's go and end a few.
Yeah, I wonder what
arguments.
happened. This is not the same game they basically showcased to us the first time.
Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time.
Oh, wait, I take that back. I take that back.
They can rewrite history. They can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys.
I take that
Now I
back.
can fiddle with time.
There's the time
Put the
thing.
bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened.
Yeah, I think the first trailer was more like a...
We can change the
Concept.
world as we know it.
But this looks still exactly
One
like
choice at a time.
what they have kind of shown to us.
And I can even go back and change the past to change the future.
Okay, that's cool.
And let me tell you, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
Well, that's a cool playthrough in the books. Yeah, like, man, I love an Exile game. This is very different from what an Exile has done with previous, like, turn-based combat and all that. But hey, try something different. Okay, that's the official banner. That looks amazing.
Now let me alone and piss off!
Still in due time. Yeah, definitely had a Dishonored vibe to it. I enjoyed this.
Our creative
Rah!
teams are
It's the booty.
dedicated to bringing players award-winning, record-breaking, critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision, Doom, The Dark Ages from Bethesda, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard, and Avowed from Xbox Game Studios. All of our teams across Xbox First Party are shipping their most played games ever, and they're also delivering more content than ever before.
Debatable.
From original single-player experiences to
Yeah,
fast
Clockwork
online
Revolution looks
worlds,
great.
our teams are empowered
That
to
looks
build
great.
the games they've always dreamed of.
But probably not
We
coming
want
out
our
this
players
year,
to have the
so...
choice and flexibility of where and how they play the games our teams make. So of course, our games will be available day one in Game Pass,
As per
and
usual.
every new game we make for both Xbox consoles and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere. On behalf of our creative
That's cool.
teams, thank you. These experiences don't
So
stop
we only
when
have
you
to
put
buy the
down
game once,
controller.
by the way,
As you've
for
seen
anyone
in
who doesn't
recent
know what
years,
that is.
more and more of our characters, stories, and worlds are expanding to brand new audiences through TV and film. A Minecraft
And
movie
PlayStation.
and the Fallout TV series broke records and brought millions of players into the game. We have more projects in the
jockey?
works as gaming continues to influence film and television like never before. When it comes to growing new franchises, Obsidian is having a year like no other. From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed to the upcoming release of The Outer Worlds 2 this October. Obsidian is always delivering great games, and they have a third game launching this year.
What?
You'll get to go deeper on it in our Direct, but until then, let's take a look.
Wait, what? What?
World premiere.
What could be the third game? They lied to us. There's something more.
I told you, you can't run from me, you foul beast.
Not He-Man? Oh, is it?
With new flexible legs, the yoke girth action figure can ride anything.
Grounded too?
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park.
Oh my
Chaos
god, it
descended on a
is.
ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical
Oh my
Technologies
god.
was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers...
Believe it or not, Grounded was massively successful. Grounded was massively successful. That was one of the most sold Obsidian games of all time. Which is insane. When you think about it. Oh no. Oh no, chat. You know what happened the last time we played Grounded? Yeah, my PC died. And my nearly 100-hour playthrough was deleted. I don't wanna talk about that. I was very upset. Wait! Oh, early access. Okay. Wow, but that is like the summer game. Holy shit. I would check it out. I would check it out. Oh, it's the vagina helmet game.
500 reached.
Right.
Predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area is highly unusual.
Oh. This is kind of interesting, not gonna lie.
They become exceptionally aggressive.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
Definitely reminds me of Dead Space. And I mean that in a positive way.
They seem to act more consistently, in coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Definitely reminds me of this. Definitely. Dead Space.
Such is our calling. Such is our calling.
That helmet. Freaking helmet, man. Another October game. Apparently Silent Hill 2 was freaking amazing, people say. Like, best Bobber game of all time. They apparently did good work. Oh, the Elder Scrolls Online. Kitten! Nope, that is 100% some DMCA, and I don't need that for this game. I won't play, but there is a YouTuber you watch. Amazingly, not you. Wow. Wow. Thank you for that recommendation. I do appreciate that vote of confidence to tell me that you were actually watching somebody else. Wow. What's next? Telling me that you're watching somebody on Twitch? Huh? Huh? I am joking. I am 100% confident that everyone who is watching me has multiple other people they watch. I am completely fine with that as long as I'm your number one. Wait, that sounds weird. No, seriously, like, I am watching other YouTubers and streamers and stuff. Like, you do you. I mean, if I wouldn't stream right now, I would watch somebody else. You know? That's fine.
World premiere.
Yeah, that's a wild accusation here.
Mayday! Mayday! Code 1 to mission control, we're falling!
ESA. So it's the European space.
The ship's breaking apart! There's no time! Evacuate! Now!
Oh, is this Bring Us... the new Bring Us game? Whatever the name is?
You sacrificed everything for a new world, to save mankind. And I'll always love you for that.
No, it's a Don't Not game. Well, you already know that your feelings will be plucked. Oh god, this... Damn it. I'm so sorry. Yeah, this looks pretty meh. I will be honest. This looks actually not really good. Like... I don't know. This doesn't look good. Like, this is pretty much like... I have seen this before? Who's that? I have no clue. Oh. Well, they should have showed that instead of just the thing jumping and all that. Here's some Blue Moon Rage, an episode thing.
Premiere.
Welcome to England, Mr. David. I know this must be a shock, having never met your real father, but he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your
a management game?
Much like the caretaker. He's a little eccentric. You'll see.
Let me welcome you to the
no. But also what?
Famous across the land.
I'm also pretty sure that this is not DMCA.
Every room used to be in such high demand. your wish I'll command. Here at the Grand.
Did you just give us a...
Hello there. It looks
What?
like you're about to do some renovations. Would you like some help with that?
Oh! Lady, do you want to move?
So, my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel. He was helping the entire village.
Oh.
You have his power tools. You know, you could pick up where he left off.
Okay,
You
that's
seem like
kind
a
of
good
cool.
man, like he was.
That's kind of cool.
I'm in.
It's like a mystery game, but also like a renovating game?
Into what you're really up to. Because if they find out, they will Wicker Man your ass.
You keep looking into
Huh.
things,
Oh.
things are gonna start looking back. Don't make the same mistake your father made.
Okay, I'm now interested.
In this place, the only one you can really trust is me.
Kitty? This was cool. Oh. Tentacles. Huh. There are no ghosts at the Grand? Yo, that's cool. Okay, okay. Yeah, you piqued my interest. Remind me next year. Remember me. Lol. Remind me next year. I swear I can speak English.
There are as many gods in the
Oh, it is Age of Mythology.
and when we need their help, peace and
Well, there's your strategy game.
who would have guessed the defender of my homeland would be my daughter?
Mulan. He's coming as a
She
hero.
unlocked the heavenly spear, but is she worthy?
That's cool. Yeah, they kind of teased before that Asian, Japanese. Oh, it's not Mulan. Sorry. It's like coming to Age of Mythology. That's cool. I love that they are supporting those games.
You can't rule if the heavenly spear is mine.
Oh my. Nice. Nice. Cool. Not really something new, but hey, at least one strategy game. Oh, Eve? Ever? This looks like Eve, but it's not. But it is?
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가? 그렇게 믿고 있거나
Chris?
믿고 싶을 뿐.
Oh. Huh?
당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는가? 당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가?
Wow, that change.
당신의 분노를 이용한다.
I have no clue what this is.
지정태. 지정태.
Okay. Mudang. 2 hearts. Sure. But not Xbox Game Pass.
World premiere.
Oh. Oh. Oh? The second one? But the first one just came out last year. I have to admit, I didn't like it. Also, spoilers. I was apparently successful, so... Cool. Looks good. I mean, the first one looked good. It just didn't grab me. I played the demo, so yeah. Oh my. I don't know what that means. Good for them. I'm glad that they can make a second one. Wow, they're even mentioning the Switch. Only the first one, though. Oh. Did we already had... No. Really? Oh, fishing.
Well, hello there. Beautiful day to relax by the old fishing hole, wouldn't you say? When it comes to fishing, Appalachia is a land aswim with opportunity.
Yes, you'll find fish of all flavors in every walk of waterway, from its mightiest of rivers to its humblest of ponds. Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel in the rewards.
What do you got on there, Jed? Worms. And how are they biting today?
See for yourself.
Bagging the big fish starts with finding the right tools for the job. There are as many unique combinations of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish in the sea.
Oh,
and when
boy.
you've caught your fill, pop over to the local tackle shop to swap fish tails.
Fish people.
Can you smell that? No matter what troubles plague the future wastelands of Appalachia, you can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this. You just gotta know where to look. Vault Life is your ticket to easy living. Design and build your own little slice of paradise. A place to show off all the bits and bobs you collect in your travels. Got a green thumb? Plant your own peaceful vegetable garden.
Still one of
And
the
nothing
worst
warms the
building
heart
mechanics
like a
in a video game
neighborhood
I've ever played.
Ah, community makes a wasteland a waste home. Join today, and tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal
What?
with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
Gone fishing Okay, that's a good title. That's a good title. I give them that.
World premiere.
I give them that. Oh no. It's the weep. Wait. Oh no.
Also spoilers.
If you're like, what's up with that, Mole? You see, Solo Leveling is an anime which got really successful in the last 2 years or so, and just had their second season a few months ago, and everyone wants more, and it's crazy, and you know. This looks like the most anime bullshit I've seen in a while. Who made this? Netmarble. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see it.
World premiere.
Looks like it would be a gacha. I wouldn't be too surprised. Oh, that's cute. Oh, and that is a... Well, apparently we are in the weep section. And you know, Pal World didn't have enough lawsuits. Oh god, this is a gacha Pokemon, isn't it? Why do I have a feeling this is also a mobile game, and this is definitely a Tencent game? But you are the Pokemon? Wait! Is this what I think it is? No, it's not. Okay. Okay. This is not what I thought it was. The hammer and the music, I was thinking.
Hey,
of
what's up,
another.
everyone?
It's a Tony.
I just want to say thanks
Tony
to everyone
Org
for all the love and support we've
look-alike.
seen since we announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4
Who is that
a
man,
few
by
months
the way?
ago. These games have changed my life. But more than that, I've seen them help spread a love and appreciation
Who
for
is that man?
skating all over the world. And that means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to
Does Tony
experience
Hawk
the game.
know
It's been rebuilt with so much care
that there
and
is a
attention to
Tony
detail,
Hawk lookalike
with some
on the
brand new
cam?
parks, new music, new skaters,
He would
and
be
more. You can
infuriated-
enjoy it all with your
infuriated about
friends
this.
with up to 8 players in multiplayer. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more surprises to come. Check out the launch trailer now.
Yeah, we should definitely tweet Tony Hawk about this. Activision presents. That's not the flex you think it is. Hey, I heard a lot of good things about the remakes of Tony Hawk. And if they are actually finding the audience again, heck yeah, man. And And they have apparently like a lot of new soundtracks and all that, new stages, new tricks. You know, it's not just... Yeah, look at that. So, I think that's cool. The Slayer is on the skateboard. Nice.
World premiere.
Yes. Oh. Oh. Nice. Are you ready for getting your heart broken again? They would take your heart at the end of this game and just squish it. And you will like it. Or something like that. I'm not sure if you would like it, but... I wonder if we are getting a Hades release date here, by the way. Now that we are in the bit of an indie area. High quality, but still. Huh. The Fates at Fate's End. Why do I get X vibes from this? Oh. Ah. Spoilers? Oh, it's the... Yeah. It's the remake. It's the remake collection. Yeah.
Look who decided to show up.
A burly, beefy man. With lots of gore.
You think you can still find your way back home, Phoenix?
Looks like they upgraded. How's your baby? Let's do this. This is gonna be awesome. Form up!
World premiere.
Persona? Oh no. It's the Persona 4 remake. Oh no. Oh no. 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 Don't do this. Yep. It's Persona 4. Oh god, that means Teddy is back. Oh, thank god. No Teddy. We are safe. We are safe. No Teddy. We are safe. That's all good. Xbox Game Studios presents. Cool.
The Smugglers League
Oh, Sea
is
of Thieves.
always there. But you won't see us. You won't hear us. And the only way you'd ever know it is if that's what we want.
It's the pirate ninjas?
As smugglers, we deal in the goods others are afraid to handle. Guns, explosives.
And don't forget the rum.
It's a life of danger like no other. So I guess my question is, can you handle that?
Can we go back to the Persona 4, please?
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but you should know that this is what we're really after. The bigger the boom, the better.
Oh, it's a new
Smugglers
faction?
need to be adaptable. It's more than moving under moonlight and shadows. You should be ready to take advantage of others' misfortune. Stealing, of course, is always an option. Just do whatever it takes to get the job done. You are pirates, after all.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League.
Yeah. This is not OSHA approved.
You're paying for that.
Cool. Still not playing it.
World premiere.
Wait, what?
This is ridiculous. Please, come on.
Huh? Oh.
No, Dad, not even close.
Also spoilers? Apparently I don't have to watch season 2 anymore. I mean, it was only a matter of time till we get like an invincible video game.
I hoped you'd understand why I had to do this. Accept our rule or die.
I'd like to propose a third option.
I'm not your son anymore. I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good. I trusted you.
Oh, it's a fighting game? Why does it have like Mortal Kombat sounds? What? Oh my god, it's like infinite combos. Oh, it's a 3 versus 3 tag fighting. Alright.
Need a hand? Might want to look up.
See how you like this?
Definitely get some Mortal Kombat vibes from it, funny enough.
End
Ha. Ha. Weird. Oh. Oh, it's coming to Xbox now, right? Yeah. Right. They finally got unbound by the PlayStation exclusive. Right. And this is the second one. Oh no, 16. Wow, they must have paid some money to Square. 2 out of 3. We're 2 out of 3 for Rebirth.
Flames are around, and they burn as
You know what the worst part about 16 is? The thing I heard. Really, only good thing about 16 is the music.
Cannot endure a second claim upon her being, but she may yet be saved by you.
Oh, and all the DLCs are probably also coming. Oh yeah, this. Oh, cool, Shadow Drop. Cool. Still haven't played it because of the exclusive bullshit Sony pulled.
World premiere.
Oh, world premiere Xbox Game Studios. Oh, Double Fine. Okay. Yes. 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 What? Yeah, this looks like a Double Fine game. Yeah, you're a lighthouse with a bird. That makes sense. Whoa. That looks cool. Did the dodo just transformed itself into an egg? Aww. Keeper. Oh, it's coming October. Awesome. I love Double Fine games. I love them.
Games like Psychonauts 2 showed how Double Fine excels
Whoa.
at creating unique and
Phil,
innovative experiences.
You
And
have
Keeper
lost
is no
weight,
exception.
my man.
Looking ahead,
Holy
next
shit.
year marks 25 years of Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped build
Damn.
and make popular. We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with
Respect
us on
on
this
that.
journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited
So
to
we
share
haven't seen
that players will
E-Day
get
yet.
to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War
That
E-Day,
Ozempic is
and the
hitting him
return of a
hard.
classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe. Creators like In Exile, reaching for new heights with Clockwork Revolution.
Looks amazing.
Sluggerfly, making Team Meat's modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix, bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players. And Team Ninja, returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release, our Xbox Ally handheld, which lets you bring your Xbox experience and your library with you anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our partners and our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year. Immediately after Showcase, our Direct begins, where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look at The Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2.
Oh, we will watch that.
Thanks for joining us today. But before we get into the Direct, we have a final world premiere. Enjoy.
I don't think it's E-Day. I don't think it's E-Day.
Premiere.
No. There's a butterfly there, so no. Oh no, was it Kojima?
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me. You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
Hideo Kojima. Oh.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow, now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life, reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm Emma Kagan, CEO of the Guild.
Inception? The video game? No, honestly, I'm getting some Kojima vibes from this.
Fear is a powerful thing.
Oh, that's sweet. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't saw that. They got me. They got me. Totally forgot that that shit still has to happen. Right. Yeah, they got me. They got me. They got me. I have completely forgotten that that is still happening every year, and they got me. Yeah. I admit it. There was only one other Call of Duty game, which funny enough was considered to be the worst Call of Duty game of all time, was Call of Duty, what is it called, like Infinite or something? Right, the space thing? There was definitely another trailer where I was like...
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. We here at the studio have joked around that this has been the year of Obsidian, Without releasing early this year and now ending the year with 2 more games. And what better way to cap this incredible year for us than by doing what our studio does best?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like when I saw the face,
Thank you so much. No, you're doing great. You nailed it. The sequel
when
is
I
the
saw the
lifeblood
face of the
every great
character, I was like,
franchise. Think about it.
I have
The
seen
original
this
creates
face
the
before.
world and builds fandom, but the sequel,
I have seen
that's
this
what makes
face
it worth
before.
remembering. No
And it
sequel,
was actually Call
no
of Duty.
hoverboard. No sequel, no dual SMGs. No sequel,
let's listen
no
to this.
raccoon tail. No sequel, no Zune 2, which doesn't really exist, but I wish it had.
There was a Zune 2.
There was a Zune 2. I'm Mark, the head of sequels here at Obsidian, and I have sequels.
The head of sequels?
Blockbuster movies to AAA video games to my first marriage. So trust me, I know what I'm doing. Come along on this journey with me. Part 2.
Okay, they are not taking themselves serious with this one, and I'm here for it.
Let the killing commence.
It's a bird, probably. He looks very video game guy. I think that's what they were going for. It. Yeah. Yeah. So, a few things I wish from the second
The Outer
game.
Worlds 2 is a sequel to The Outer Worlds 1. It's a
Melee.
continuation of the themes of robber barons in space and how people are controlled by the stories they're told
Melee
by
was
the
a
people who
problem.
have power over them. This time we're able to go a lot deeper because
Oh.
we have more time and money, which is a great thing.
More
And we're able
time
to
and
make a
money.
much
The
more
money
true
part is
Obsidian
important.
reactive RPG than we were the first time around.
Like, this was literally coming out when they got
So we're
bought
going
by
deeper and more
Microsoft.
complex with everything for the sequel. Deeper story, lore,
The
RPG
triple
interactions,
shotgun.
reactivity, all the things we've been known for as a company. It's really a complete realization of everything people want from an Obsidian game. Surprisingly, this is the first time in over 25 years that I've had the chance to do a full sequel for a world that I helped co-create. It's really just a fantastic opportunity to explore and expand the universe in interesting ways, and to go even further with the themes of how people are affected by living in a dystopian corporate reality.
I said this when the first one came out. I truly believe that with the first The Outer Worlds, they kinda did a lab on the Fallout
The first
franchise.
Outer Worlds was a great base to start from, as it has all the elements of a great Obsidian RPG.
Yeah.
Interesting characters, deep worlds, important choices. In the Outer Worlds 2, not only did we want to double down on those
It
elements,
felt
but
very
we
much
wanted to
like
give players
a
even more of it.
Bethesda game.
We've also put a lot of investment into skills and traits
Done right.
that impact things like combat, conversations, and areas that we call RPG interactions, which are the part of the world where players
I
can
think
use their
that
specific
I think that
skills, perks, and
Bethesda
backgrounds to solve problems
got
in unique
hanged
ways in our new, bigger
got
worlds.
hanged up a little bit too much on creating gigantic
I love a deep
worlds.
RPG experience, and building out that RPG crunchiness for our players was at the forefront of what we set out to create. We
Not
prioritized those
here.
deeper RPG options with different character builds and
Tiny.
combos so players can
Tiny.
express their role-playing power fantasies.
Oh yeah.
We also have different equipment options for different playstyles and different companions with different abilities.
I'm also really curious about the companions. The companions in the first one were cool as like having a voice, but
In
not
the first Outer Worlds,
necessarily
you start
great
off
for
as the
gameplay.
stranger, which was basically a blank slate to build on top of with
Oh,
various
no, it's
attribute
fine.
points
Let it
that
out.
would begin to define your personal experience in the game. You can make any kind of character you want, but we've given you a role.
Probably PC
that role
gaming
is an
show.
Earth director and agent.
Who knows?
You can think of them as kind of like.
By the way, I
space
will not
cowboys or
watch the
space
PC
sky
gaming
marshals.
show. I
They're the good
have no
guys that
interest.
go into places and kind of fix everything that's wrong. You're going to be one of those. But we don't tell you why you joined the Earth Director. There could have been a lot of different reasons, right? It could have been because you're an actual lawbringer and you want to go in there and
Oh.
spread law throughout the galaxy. It could be that you're a roustabout and you just had nothing better to do. After you pick your background, one of the really important choices you have next is choosing your traits. While we had attributes in the first Outer Worlds, we've leaned into traits for the Outer Worlds 2, which are these big changes to your character depending on which ones you pick.
Okay.
So it could be something like Brilliant, where you can tag extra skills.
Can you be
and start
super
getting
dumb
extra
again?
Skill points, and that's obviously really great if that's how you want to build your character. You can also go and do something like Lucky, where you get extra critical chance, and you also get a lot of really cool options throughout the game as well.
Huh.
Of course, we brought back Dumb, so players love the Dumb option.
Yeah.
Tell me, do you believe in signs?
Like the ones that sit there dressing and no entry.
Not quite what I meant, but I love your contempt for boundaries. I could put your
Do you
adventurous
believe
spirit
in
to
science?
You get like lots of really cool, fun conversation
I get
options
it.
in the game, but we took that even further. And again, there's lots of elements in the game where you can be dumb and use that for something. Could be something as simple as banging on a machine to get it to work.
Yeah, there is a dumb option. You can be dumb as a
After
brat.
you've invested in some of your traits, your next choices are going to be choosing your skills. The skills themselves
They just need
basically
low
allow you to build
intelligence.
on your playstyle and what your character is doing in the game. That will be everything from playing stealthily to speccing for an explosive specialty.
You can be a menace to society, and I love that.
Throughout your entire journey, your character continues to change with the different
But not
choices you
evil.
make. In the Outer Worlds 1, actually had more skills than we have, so we condensed them down to really the core and essence of what we really wanted there.
I think that's
but we
good.
made each point that you put into a skill much more impactful. So
Yes.
instead of getting small percentage changes, we actually did much larger changes per point that you put into each skill. And again,
That was a problem in the first one. You had tons of skills, but then you were focusing
bit,
on
you know,
3 or
even having
4
one
of
additional
them
skill point in something
most
can
of the
open up a
time.
lot more options in the world itself.
So-
if anybody's played Fallout New Vegas, they'll be very familiar with like the perk system. We basically borrowed that, but went even grander. We actually have more perks than Fallout New Vegas did. But here's the cool thing, right? We check and use perks for literally everything, right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a stealthy build that steals stuff and is really good at that. Okay, great. Well, you can take maybe the pickpocketing perk. So that's not available to everybody, but if you select that, now you can actually go around and steal things out of people's pockets.
That's new.
There's another perk called heavy-handed, right? Where say you're a melee person, what this does is now your power attacks that you use actually knock people down.
Oh man, I really like the serial killer perk. As you start killing people, they will drop hearts. And you can take those hearts, and essentially you're taking these trophies, you could say, and it's actually giving you a permanent health bonus every time you do it.
Whoa.
We have this perk called Assassin. Now this is an
They were not
early-game
allowed to
perk
be
that you can
hostile
take,
to you.
which every time you
That's
stealth
what it
attack
said.
an enemy, you're actually going to get a movement bonus for a certain amount of time.
So you only get hearts from people who were not aggressive to you. That's what the description
Flaws
said.
were a system that everybody loved from the first game, but we wanted to make it more personal to the player. We wanted it to really reflect how you were playing the game and give you a bonus that you actually wanted to really engage with.
With the flaw system returning, we knew we needed to go bigger,
Oh,
better,
no.
and more real than ever before. So, we turned to the team. I told them, no bad ideas. Give me what you got. Okay, we need more flaws. We need them to be real. I want to put them in the game, so give me something. Inspiration. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I have bad knees.
You have bad knees? They hurt when you walk a lot?
Yes.
When you walk too much, they hurt?
No cartilage.
Sounds boring. Makes you sound like a boring person, but it's in the game.
I know it.
It's a good flaw. What about you?
I like to take small things sometimes.
So you're stealing.
No, I'm taking.
When do you give them back?
I don't.
Claire. Claire, you shouldn't be stealing. What are you doing? You shouldn't be stealing, Claire.
Tiny crimes.
Tiny crimes? Do you hear the second part, though? It's a crime.
Well,
You're stealing. Claire, that's wrong. You can't steal things, okay? But it's an amazing flaw, and I'm putting it in the game. But you're a bad person. And are you the one that took my stapler?
do you need it?
Yeah. Give it back,
Okay.
please. You, what do we got? Flaw.
I like to stare at the sun.
How long did you stare at the sun?
Just lunch break.
An hour?
Oh, I only get 30. You guys get an hour?
I need an hour. In an hour.
Oh. Makes me feel energized.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3?
No. Anything else? We'll put it in the game. We'll put it in the game because I feel bad for you. Anything else?
One of my favorite flaws is something called
Staring at the sun?
It will actually give you the option to take this flaw that'll make it so that you move faster throughout the game. But the problem is, anytime you stand up, your knees are going to make a loud popping noise that makes it so that, well, everyone around you is going to hear you.
Oh my god!
There's one called Kleptomaniac. This is really interesting because what it does is when you steal something, you can actually sell it for more bits than normal. And like, that sounds really great. The drawback is sometimes when you're looking at things in the world that are owned by somebody else, you'll automatically steal them. So you have to be very careful about how you use them.
One of our more wacky perks is the Sun Gazer Flaw, and it just gives everyone cataracts while playing their game. So everything becomes like light shafts and blooms and hazes, and makes the game pretty unplayable if you happen to choose that perk.
If you
Okay,
happen to
not
be
as
the
a
type of
streamer.
player that habitually reloads your weapons like I do, well, you'll be offered the flaw of over-prepared. Now, you'll get larger magazine sizes on all of your weapons, but if you ever fully empty your magazine, you're going to take a debuff for a while.
Oh, that's cool.
While we support options like being a gunslinger who wants to key into destructive weapons,
that's freaking
or a rogue who wants to alpha strike their enemies before they know what hit them, we also allow for a lot of fun and experimental builds. You can be a mad scientist who utilizes gadgets and wacky science weapons and armors.
I love that in the first one.
Or even a psychopath who gains permanent bonuses to health by murdering their friends.
Nothing shows the impact of these character build options better than, in my opinion, the bridge area, which has a quest you get early on in Paradise Island.
Okay, show us some stuff. Again, I'm already sold on this game.
Not only do you
Technically, I
kind of
don't
encounter
have to
this
see
very early,
this,
and it's a very
but
core one to the story.
hit me.
But it really expresses our philosophy of allowing the player to solve problems in a bunch of ways. So you may solve it by, speech options. You may talk to them and maybe have to go do a quest for them and really kind of prove that you're a friend of the Protectorate to get by.
I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate.
You could go guns blazing and you could just take everyone out inside the POI, lower the bridge itself, and kind of get across.
Huh. That's an option.
You could sneak in, lower the bridge, and then actually sneak in under the bridge to get over to the other side.
Okay. So if you want to play Dishonored, there's your Dishonored part.
You can bypass the bridge entirely if you found like certain gadgets, like the shield gadget that protects you from poison gas as you go across.
Oh.
Or the double jump boots, which kind of allow you to jump across the chasm and get across that way. Cool. There's even a really kind of messed up way, right? Which is players can actually sacrifice one of their companions. Their companion who they just found is part of.
We're no different than the Vrees if we start tossing our own to the rats. I sure as law ain't gonna follow someone who can't see the wrong in it.
I must admit I'm surprised we could come to an understanding. But I thank you for your loyalty, stranger.
Oh my god.
As promised, you shall have clearance to cross this bridge.
It's such a fun quest, but again, it really showcases that we want you to be able to solve this in whatever way you want to. When you build your character your way, we're there for you. We really want you to have the experience.
I think that's
that
the
you
problem I
wanna have
had
out of
with
this.
Avowed. Avowed was a more structured and linear
From the very
experience
beginning
with
of our
choices.
discussions about the Outer Worlds, we really knew we wanted every game to take place in a different colony. This lets us expand on all aspects of the universe. Every colony can
it's
be
a different
own thing
colony
with
this
its
time.
own flavor,
Okay.
and we can center them around anything we want. Any ideas or setting we're interested in. Arcadia is an isolated colony with abundant resources, and it's run by an authoritarian faction called the Protectorate. Their dictatorship is thematically based around the question of how much freedom people will give up for security and luxury. For Protectorate subjects, unfortunately, that answer is everything. The Protectorate is also incredibly wealthy because it was founded by the inventor of the skip drives, which are the Outer World's faster-than-light engines. But those skip drives are starting to cause rifts in space-time, which are cutting off all the other colonies on Earth from being able to trade with each other. The Order of the Ascendant is an offshoot of the Order of Scientific
I will not
Inquiry
say
from the
it,
original
but that
game.
reminds me of
Like
another
them, we're a
game.
science-based religion with the same goal of solving the universal equation, which will allow them to predict and alter the future to the benefit of all mankind. They used to be part of the Protectorate, but they split off to focus on solving the equation for the good of everyone, not as a way to simply control the masses.
Huh.
The player's been sent to Arcadia as an Earth Directorate agent to find out how the skip drives are causing the rifts and what can be done to stop them. Each of the factions have their own solutions to the rift problem and their own goals. The Protectorate wants to close them to protect their legacy as the inventor of the drives and their wealth. The Order wants to close them not only for the good of everyone, but also because they're complicating the math they're using to solve the universal equation. And Antes just wants to be able to open and close them at will to control all the trade routes between the colonies.
Money!
In addition to expanding the themes and lore of the Outer Worlds, we're also expanding the humor, so each faction has its own flavor of absurdity. Anti's Choice is a merger between Anti-Cleo and Spacer's Choice from the original game, and there are corporate representatives in the Outer Worlds too. They've invaded Arcadia to liberate their resources for all of humanity, at a profit, of course.
Of course.
One of my favorite things from Fallout New Vegas is the radio system. It was just iconic for me, and I wanted to make sure that the Outer Worlds 2 had that. So we actually built out 3 different radio stations, one for each of the major factions. You also have a ton of music. Each station might have, like, I think 20 tracks of unique music that we've made for it. It's a lot of stuff. But the really cool part about this entire thing is that we actually put a lot of reactivity into the radio. So it will respond to the things that are going on around the world that you've been interacting with. So if you go into a location, let's say you solve a problem for the Protectorate folks, if you listen to the Protectorate radio station, they're gonna be cheering you on as a hero.
Wonderful news, everyone. The Zeranium gas leaks at the Automech repair facility, strongly believed to be caused by Anti's Choice malefactors, have been corrected.
Some hotshot for hire just managed to fix the electrum leak in their repair facility. Now, I'm not saying we caused it in the first place, but we sure like the idea of all those broken automechanicals and all the excessive gasping and choking involved.
The factions and companions are great examples of how we're going deeper and more complex this time around. They're integrated into the game's storyline much more than we did on the first Outer Worlds, and like with everything else in the game, they have a lot more reactivity. There are 6 companions in the Outer Worlds too. As usual, each has their own quest lines, but this time they are also connected to a different faction and have character arcs that the player can affect through their choices.
Good.
Your first companion is Niles. He's another Earth Directorate agent like you, and he's looking for your help to decide whether he wants to become an even better agent or to turn his back on the Earth Directorate completely. There's also a somewhat cute Automech support drone that is basically Niles' helper. Her name is Val. Marisol is part of the Order of the Ascendant, and she's an aging but still deadly assassin. That's right, she's a deadly mathematician who may or may not have some unfinished business to attend to with the player's help. There's also a cultist named Azza, who is part of a sub-faction that worships the rifts, and in her case, violence in general. You can choose to either turn her away from overt violence or support her chaotic and dangerous tendencies. At one time, Anti's Choice had a program to graft soldiers with animal parts to make them more formidable. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work, and most of them are now dead. There's a combat medic who survived, however, named Inez, and she wants the player to help her fix her graft, among other things. Finally, there's Tristan. He's a protected arbiter who is judge, jury, and executioner all rolled into one heavily armored package. It is your choice to either help him judge wrongdoers or show him what true justice looks like.
We definitely have reactivity in the game based on how you've been treating your companions. I won't reveal the end of the game, but let's say if you have not been treating them well, we'll find out at the end of the game what that means.
Companions are a very, very important part of merchandising, because that's the real beauty of the sequel. We're talking merch, baby. It is the lifeblood. It is what fuels us. Do you want to see some of my ideas? Hop, hop. Check this out. Gen Alpha loves body pillows, especially ones that look like human beings for some reason, right? Who needs a significant other when you could have a knife-wielding space psycho up in your sheets, huh? What do they do with them when they get them, huh? Maybe a little napping, maybe a little snuggling, maybe a little nah.
I want one.
The visuals of the first Outer Worlds depicted a frontier colony in space. The Outer Worlds 2 is driven by an invasion of the Arcadia colony system by Anti's Choice, which shifts the visuals to be more reminiscent of a World War I-like setting in space.
Interesting.
That evolution is seen across all aspects of the game, starting with the factions. How do you militarize everything, including extreme capitalists or math-crazed scientists? In a World War I setting, war comes with propaganda. The Sovereign uses it to maintain control. Anti's Choice uses it to help their bottom line. The Order just wants to show how it exists within the grand plan. We want players to feel like Arcadia is a living, breathing place scarred by a long-standing war. Fairfield, one of the first towns you encounter, was once under Protectorate control, but has recently been taken over by Anti's Choice. They don't just occupy the town, they rebrand it with their signature style, repainting buildings, posting guards, and adding propaganda-based holograms featuring Anti and the Moon Man. Showing the towns evolving after the invasion helps us push immersion for our players. One of our priorities in visually realizing the world of The Outer Worlds 2 was making sure everything is clear and recognizable from the player standpoint. We want to make sure each faction has a particular look and design. So when the player is running across these vast, different environments and landscapes, they're recognizing the motifs and visuals of who they're talking to, what they're going to be talking about, and how that progresses throughout the story. The first Outer Worlds was really about player interfacing with corporations. And while we have that in The Outer Worlds 2, we really want to express not just the corporations, but how the player interacts with other facets of the world, like government entities or religious structures. And then we elaborate on those.
With larger environments, we wanted to encourage exploration by improving player mobility across the board. Now you can run, slide, double jump, mantle and parkour your way through all of the nooks and crannies of these worlds. It really allows the player to just explore and have fun finding really cool stuff.
Man, they're showing a lot.
We've aimed to make everything in The Outer Worlds 2 better from top to bottom. The RPG elements were the start, but that's touched on the story, art,
in
and
particular
especially
were
our
a
gameplay.
problem in the first one.
A good sequel is true to the original. That's first and foremost, right? Like, we all want to add in a bunch of things as you're making a sequel, right? We want to make it bigger and better.
It was
in every way.
alright.
That's what we were trying
It
to
was
do here.
alright.
And I thought, we did not need this consultant. We've made enough sequels. We understand how to do this. And I will say, I don't think it's been entirely successful.
I am very proud of the combat improvements we have made in The Outer Worlds 2, thanks to my patented combat system. You may be thinking to yourself, it can't be that good. Shush, what are you even talking about? You haven't seen it yet. Watch this. Put a helmet on, because I'm about to blow
Oh my
all of
God.
your minds with my COMBAT system, combat system. My name is Mark, I'm the head of sequels. Shall we begin? You're thinking, what's C for? C, capitalize the fact that the people loved the first game. We're gonna take those people, we're gonna make them buy the sequel, giving out pounds, pounds, pounds. Quick ones, ha, ha, not you, Dev. Here we go. What comes after C? O. Optimize for player satisfaction. I am terrified of online gamers, okay? I want to make them happy. So let's, okay? All right. Mobilize the players so they're ready for that sweet, sweet pre-order. Clap with me. Sweet, sweet. If you don't have rhythm, Brandon, just say it. Sweet, sweet pre-order. Everybody has a different rhythm, and it's blowing mine. And here we go. B, burglarize. What is this? It's basically just finding new ways to loot dead bodies. You know what I mean? I noticed? Okay, well, it's a big part of the game. A, you gotta agonize about how many people are gonna be angry that we have just put so much combat into this thing and almost no romance at all. We should look at ourselves. What is wrong with us, huh? We can't have one love story in this? How many people have been in love? Raise your hands. Raise your hand if you're in love. Okay, are you lying?
I have a wife.
Put your hand down. T, wow. In French, that means two, sequel.
I think that means 3.
Okay, you're getting
Yeah, just gonna say.
We're on 2. And how do we end it? Anything is possible. And we've established that we're the best there is, and there's no sequel better than us. And if I could just say one more thing, thank you very much. I know I've kind of changed the world of video games today.
For The Outer Worlds 2, we wanted to improve gunplay in every way. We focused on improving the feel of each weapon, the way a weapon snaps into ADS, the way recoil feels when firing, and how impactful our sound effects really sell the weapon's fantasy, to things like how unique reload animation can add a lot of character to each weapon.
Yes, people
We've
love
increased the
reload.
variety of weapons by including new weapon types, but also through a host of fun and unique weaponry. We have things like the Borscht Blaster that fires out tumors that can explode like grenades, or can even be eaten by the player for additional health.
What?
We have a weapon called Rookie's Reward that will actually level up the more you use it throughout the game.
Okay, that's cool.
And every time it levels up, it's got fun fanfare where it's like shooting out confetti and it's got a fun little setup.
This looks so stupid.
We have a really fun weapon called the
Especially
pop-up.
little ad.
It fires out ad drones that will distract your enemies with corporate ads, slogans, and jingles. While your enemies are distracted, you can focus fire on them or explode these drones for additional damage.
Yes.
New to The Outer Worlds 2 are throwables. So you can use frag grenades to flush out enemies, smoke grenades to camouflage
Really?
and escape, distraction devices to
Throwables
bait
on you?
enemies into a stealth attack,
Huh. Man,
And even science
that
grenades
knife
that will levitate
animation
enemies, allowing you to
is
fire
so
upon them
Dishonored.
while they float helplessly.
It's unnerving.
And of course, science weapons are back.
Yeah.
We have returning favorites, like the shrink ray. This time it's been upgraded so you can shrink your enemy down to the size of a sprat and run over them, exploding them into bits.
Nah.
The shrink ray, that was probably my favorite one from the first game, so we brought it into the second game, but we improved it though. So instead of shrinking your enemies for a short period of time and having them re-expand, this time they stay shrunk, and we actually added in the ability to step on them and kind of squish them and kick them, because we knew that that was the player fantasy. We knew that's what everybody wanted to do. They wanted to step on the enemies, they wanted to kick them, so we made sure to double down on that stuff.
Yes.
In addition to things like our returning favorites, we also have some really fun and unique new science weapons. One of them is called the Armageddon. This one's really cool because it actually shoots out these masses that are like these little arms that will stick to people or cover or all kinds of different things, and they will continue to just hit them until they get destroyed. And we have another one that's just super cool called the Spectrum Dance Saber. This is a melee weapon that actually lets you attack to a musical beat. And if you continue to do that, you'll actually get additional bonuses each hit you do. One of my personal favorite weapons is called the Big Bang. It's just a big freaking gun that uses material harvested from rifts to shoot out a giant ball of energy, vaporizing everything in its path. Now, ammo's extremely rare for this weapon, but you can use it in just the right situation to devastating effects.
So I will never use this, ever.
Like another great one is Gary. If you wear Gary, he will lash out at your opponents as you're walking through combat. So we even have science armors, and it's really kind of shown off what we thought was really great for the player from a science perspective.
I want Gary.
We're all about letting people play the
I
game.
want to wear Gary.
There's
Put
some
Gary
players who
all
prefer
over
to
my
be
body.
immersed in a first-person view, taking in all of the details. But there are others who really prefer to take the world in from a third-person perspective.
Yep.
Why not allow both? Well, now you can swap between the two, letting
A
you enjoy
lot
the
of
experience
people
in
were
whatever
asking
way you like.
for that. Yep.
One of the things I really like about having the third-person mode is being able to see all of the fun and unique armors and armor combinations and weapons that you can equip your player with.
I will probably go first person again.
First person, so you're double jumping around. You get to see your
But
character in that way.
that's good.
And you get to take in the
Doesn't
world
hurt.
and see things in a different light.
The Outer Worlds 2 is really the biggest game we've ever made. Bigger choices, more reactivity, more weapons, more things to find in each of the worlds the players can visit. The team has done incredible work bringing the Outer Worlds 2 to life. And we can't wait for you to play it.
Even though we've always been a multi-project studio, this is going to be the first time we've ever released 3 games in 1 year. It feels amazing to do. We're so excited for more people to be playing our games. It is truly an exciting time here at Obsidian. We're exploring worlds big and small while expanding on franchises that we've created, and we have no plans to slow down. We hope you all continue to come along with us as we do what we do best, make your worlds your way.
Oh, I thought we were talking a little bit about Grounded 2? I'm looking forward to that. Heck yeah. Full playthrough.
With the Outer Worlds 2, we're all about the best place to play, which is also the promise of Xbox. You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it may be hard to play it when you're staring at all these beautiful holes. Let's cut that. You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox. Oh yeah, now that's Microsoft. Or you can take a phone call on this Xbox, then play the Outer Worlds 2 right after. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Hello? What am I doing? I'm playing the Outer Worlds. Hello? Yeah, this is Mark. I didn't know I had jury duty today. You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it takes 2 people to lug around safely. We're gonna go up to my apartment, okay? And this is an Xbox you actually wear that also plays the Outer Worlds 2. What do you think, Claire?
This is amazing.
Are you playing?
I think so.
Fantastic. So now this is actually not an Xbox, so you cannot play the Outer Worlds 2 on it. Can't play anything on this. I guess Bread. You ever play Bread where you take it out of one slot, put it in the other? I don't have friends.
No.
If you pre-order the premium edition now, you'll get early access, which is like a prequel to the sequel, or
that.
launch the sequel to the pre-order, or like, why are any
I
of us
hate that
alive
so much.
at any time? It doesn't matter. Either way, my job here is done. It's time for the Grounded 2 portion of the Direct, which is sort of like the sequel to the Outer Worlds 2 portion of the Direct, which I absolutely just hit a home run with. You know, it's really nice to see my influence go on to other games. Take it away, team. And big exit?
Kind of cringe. Not gonna lie. Kind of cringe. Oh boy, here we go again. What the? Okay, we know those.
We're so
we know
proud
that.
of Grounded. What started as a small passion project to make a quirky game where you're shrunk down to the size of an ant, trying to survive in a backyard,
And make Obsidian
grew into something way
survive.
bigger than we ever imagined. Over 25 million of you jumped in, explored, built, crafted, and fought off giant bugs together.
This
Y'all helped
game.
make the entire experience very special to us. The team's been cooking up a ton for Grounded 2, and we're so excited to talk about it. And to grease some palms to steal a bit of time from the Direct to give you a deeper look. There were so many possibilities and ideas that didn't make it into the first game, so with the sequel, we have the chance to dream bigger. To achieve those dreams, we partnered with the amazing folks at Eidos Montreal. Together, we're taking Grounded from the backyard to an even larger world, the Brook Hollow Community Park.
Now you know what Eidos Montreal also worked on.
When we started working on Grounded 2, we knew that we wanted
apparently
to make
not on a
world.
new Deus Ex
Fortunately
or
for
something.
us, Eidos Montreal became our main partner on developing Grounded 2. They have a lot of similarities to the sorts of things that are important to us at Obsidian. They tend to make very
Finally buy
narratively
that
strong
studio.
games. They make games with
I'm
really
pretty
deep
sure
characters and great
Embracer
character
would be
progression.
happy
They
to
make
get
games with
rid of
great
the studio
gameplay.
finally.
Everyone at Eidos Montreal
You
is
know?
thrilled and honored to be working with Obsidian Entertainment. Our two studios share a lot of
Just
DNA.
buy it at this
Same
point.
things that are important to
They're now
Obsidian Entertainment are
working
important to
with
us.
Grounded
Choice
2.
and
They're
consequences,
working
clear
on
communities,
Perfect
and
Dark.
doing justice to
Like,
great
just
IPs and
finally
great
do it.
franchises. The
Buy them.
fact that we're
Get them.
the first partners
And
that
get
they're
Tomb
working
Raider
with to
and
make a
Deus
sequel
Ex
to
out of the
their
hand of
franchise
Embracer, please. I
feels
would
like we're
appreciate
an
that.
important part of their history.
The events of Grounded 2
Thank
take
you.
place 2 years after the first game. The same
Thank you.
4 teenagers are returning.
So there's Max, Hoops, Willow,
Man, that's
and Pete.
They're a couple
Style
years older,
changes.
which means they've gone through a bit more high school, a bit more mature. It's 1992. The world's a little bit different. But we're still in that fun,
Oh,
nostalgic
God.
era of the early 1990s. In Grounded 2, we're moving the action out of the backyard and into the Brook Hollow Community Park. Not only is it bigger, it allows us to tell a lot more stories and expand the world of Grounded
Yeah,
by
just
exploring
buy
what
them,
the community
Microsoft.
of Brook Hollow has been up to
Can't get
and
worse
what they've
at this
been
point.
through.
The park overall is about 3 times the size of the backyard, and our initial starting area is actually the same size as the entire backyard from the first Grounded. The reason we
Damn.
wanted to move into a park wasn't just to create a bigger world.
Yeah.
But was to give us the
Bigger
opportunity
is not necessarily
to explore the
better.
community of Brook Hollow and what secrets have they been hiding.
What we love and what we're excited about in terms of the park is the opportunity to create environments and landmarks that are mundane at normal size, but are colossal wonders when you're the size of an ant.
Slaps.
Everything from a giant trash can to a community picnic table or a snack bar. All of these areas come to life in a brand new way.
Part of the fun in Grounded 2 is that the park was evacuated really quickly right before our teens were shrunk. And that means that the park has been sort of turned upside down and is in a topsy-turvy state.
Oh.
And that leads to really fun environmental storytelling, but it also leads into the creation of amazing biomes for our characters to explore. One of my favorite examples of this is the ice cream cart. In all of the commotion, the ice
The
cream
ice
vendor's
cream.
cart has been knocked over and its contents have spilled out into the ground.
Oh,
And what
that's
this means for
cool.
our young adventurers is that they'll be able to explore this frozen cave of interesting challenges and colorful Lovecraftian horror.
We have one anthill that's actually somebody decided to bury a bunch of toxic stuff in the park. And so there's all these toxic chemicals under the ground. The environment looks very cool and very spooky with all of these sort of chemical pools. And of course, nothing can live down there except for one type of insect, the cockroach.
Oh, boy.
We're oftentimes reinventing environments.
Okay, mounts
and in future
are in.
updates, you're gonna see a ton of new stuff. You do a lot of fighting against insects of all shapes and sizes. We didn't just want it to look better, we also knew we wanted to add a new layer of strategy. The changes that
Unreal
we've
Engine
made
5.
aren't limited to tuning animations or adjusting attack or defense numbers or making
Grounded
characters or
Wars
insects move
UE4.
faster or slower. But we did all that too, but there's also an entire sort of rock, paper, scissors strategy involving light attacks, heavy attacks, and blocking. We've also added dashing as a new way to both get out of danger quickly or jump in for a quick attack. And almost all the insects in the game will have these abilities now too. Sort of like a chess match, but one that's super frenetic.
Step.
Looks super cool. And is ultimately just a ton of fun. We're leaning into clear play styles for tanky warriors.
Good.
Low defense, high damage rogues, effect wielding mages.
What?
And ranged hunters.
Okay, that's new.
In the first Grounded, we have mutations, and there were weapons and armors that favored different playstyles. In Grounded 2, not only will there be passive mutations, but there will also be active mutations. And a lot of those mutations support these archetypes.
My favorite way to play pretty much any game is chasing after those game-breaking builds. And that's why I'm so excited for what we're doing with archetypes in Grounded 2.
I think that's a good idea.
In on the rogue. Now, you can even dual-wield daggers. I've been dialing in this glass cannon build that stacks ambush, assassin, and cardiofan mutations with the wolfbane daggers and the wolf spider armor. It lets me open up combat with massive backstab damage that also inflicts venom.
Wow.
Then, I can use the extra stamina to reposition and try to dodge, rinse, and repeat. It's
That
high risk,
looks
high reward,
like
and
a
absolute
one-step
chaos in all
build.
the best way. I'm looking forward to seeing what wild combos the community comes
This
up
will
with
probably get nerfed
and
very
what they
quickly.
inevitably break once they get their hands on the archetype system. It's going to be awesome watching it evolve with player feedback and watching us try to keep up with all of your game-breaking builds.
One of the great things about Grounded is the
building.
variety of players it attracts, from
Yeah.
builders to crafters and everything in between. If you've ever watched me on Casually Grounded livestream, you'd know that I'm neither. I am a murderer of insects. Personally, I prefer the term harvester. I love going
okay.
out, hitting things, and bringing the materials like insect body parts back to my friends to use. This way, we keep progressing and playing together.
We're also trying to make sure that armor and equipment are easily understood by the player, especially when they're playing co-op with their friends. It was
Mage looks
really,
actually
really
kinda cool.
important for us to deliver on all of that for the bigger space and experience, because that was the only way we could truly support the feature the community has been asking for since the very first Grounded release.
Mounts?
Mounts.
Yeah.
Our mounts, we call them buggies, have an entire suite of moves
Buggies?
and have their own special abilities and attacks.
We really wanted the buggies to be an extension of the player in every way possible. And that meant making sure that buggies had unique and valuable abilities across all the core pillars of Grounded. So that
Okay.
doesn't just mean exploration and travel. That has gameplay implications for combat, crafting, and building as well.
Yo,
Just
that's
like how we
cool.
wanted to expand on player playstyles throughout the game, we're going to make sure that every buggy that we add has its own personality.
The Red Ant Soldier can enlist up to 2 Red Ant workers to follow you around and help you out. If you get into combat and you don't want to fight while you're saddled on your buggy, you can jump off and they'll fight right alongside you and provide support.
That's
the Orb
cool.
Weaver buggies are a little less useful when it comes to general utility, like building a base or harvesting, but they're awesome when it comes to combat. Sure, their defenses aren't super strong, but they're heavy hitters. They're also super fast, and they have some great special abilities, like a scream that allows them to stun lesser-powered insects, and the ability to shoot webs and entangle other creatures.
That's
so
cool.
the Orb Weavers won't be your base-building buggy. You should use the Red Ant Soldier for that. But they're super fun for exploration and combat. Red Ant Soldiers and Orb Weaver Spiders will be available at game preview launch. There will be others in the future, but those are the two we're starting with. The connection that our Grounded community has with us is something we want to keep forging with the sequel as we make an even bigger game than the original.
Pretty much from day one, we knew we wanted to return to game preview for Grounded 2. Sure, it comes with some trade-offs, like the game's not done and it's out to the world. But there's so much value in building it alongside the community.
Yeah, that was a really good idea to put it into early access.
Buggies change how you traverse.
I would definitely say
navigate
Grounded
the
was
park.
one of those games who massively gained
What
something
we're doing with
from
Grounded 2 is we're
early
actually keeping
access.
zip lines held back, so we can see how players engage with buggies, and then we can tweak zip lines to bring them back over time to really complement that buggy experience and
Oh.
make exploring the park far more fun.
Makes
That kind of
sense.
feedback loop helped
Zip
shape the
lines
original
were
Grounded,
put in the
and we
game
wanted to
because we
shape the
didn't
design
have
for Brook Hollow
buggies
Park,
in the first one.
archetypes, buggies, all of it. We also learned a lot from that first time around. One thing that stood out immediately, players blaze through our content, especially the story. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Story, characters, world building, that's kind of Obsidian's thing. It's the flavor we bring to the survival genre. So this time, we're starting with a much bigger baseline.
There's been an explosion at
Interesting.
Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will.
One of our favorite parts of the first game was watching the community uncover clues and spin up theories.
Yeah, apparently
This
the
time
story
around,
of
we're
the
leaning even
of the
more
first
into that.
one
And we'll be
was
keeping a close eye on what our
8
players
hours.
discover and how they interpret it. Because you never know what might inspire us as development moves forward.
We really started to hit our groove at the end of Grounded 1. We found that being open about what we were planning and then following through was key to building trust with the community. As a small team, we had to experiment with update pacing and scope, and what we found resonated the most with all of you were bigger, beefier updates, even if it took us a little longer to land. So that's the plan. Larger, more complete updates spaced out just enough so we can take your feedback seriously and make every drop count. You can expect in our big updates, new buggies, new biomes, new building pieces, all the good stuff. And we're launching with a public roadmap so everyone knows what
like
to be
from
excited about.
what I heard from the
All of
people
us
who were
at
really
Obsidian
into Grounded
Entertainment
1
and IDOS
with the
Montreal are
updates they
super
got,
excited
they did
about
a
how
lot of
close we
things
are to
right.
letting all of you players get shrunk a
Especially
second
after
time
the
and
release.
explore the all-new
The
park
game got
on
a
buggies
ton
and
of
Grounded 2.
updates and
If
new
you're a
stuff after
returning
the
Grounded
release.
player, we're really looking forward to you experiencing all the
Non-story-wise,
improvements.
of course.
If this is your first time getting Tiny, then all I can tell you is that a world with an entirely new perspective and an
Whoa.
entirely new feel awaits you in Brook Hollow Park. It's time to ride together and survive together.
Well, dying together. Okay, yeah, but wait, what? Yeah, it looks cool, especially for the people who love Grounded. I will check it out at some point. It's a survival game. And I might actually manage to not break my PC and play through it this time. That would be nice. That was actually the only reason why I didn't play Grounded 1, because I had to start anew. And we were already so deep into the story and into the game, I was really pissed. So... Up. Alrighty! But that was the Xbox Showcase. I know the PC Games Showcase is starting in 4 minutes. I will not watch that live. Like, they take like too many hours to really get through it, and most of the time it's better to just watch the trailers afterwards. But with that said, folks, keep in mind tomorrow is Monday already, but it's also a holiday for me. There will be a Dune video on the Dune channel, and yeah, there will be some more Dune stuff this week. Like, we are pretty deep into Dune now. That doesn't mean that the Mole under management doesn't get any love. There are actually some videos. I just didn't want to put out a lot of videos this week because we had like the showcase. Unfortunately, no strategy games. Bit disappointed, but hey, you can't win them all, I guess. But yeah, there will be no more videos for the Mole under management channel as well, and of course strategy games. I'm pretty sure there will be some announcements and trailers for the Summer Game Fest. I will check them out, and then I will maybe make a bit of a compilation of actual gameplay of some of the games, like the Game of Thrones game. Like, I can't believe that they didn't give us any gameplay in their trailer for the Game of Thrones game, and I looked up the gameplay trailer and actual screenshots and all that, and I was like, what the hell? This looks actually really cool, right? Yeah, I will keep in mind, please, that I'm playing Dune and do my Dune stuff not on this channel, but on the Mole RP channel, because Dune is not a strategy game, so that's not fitting in here on this channel. So keep that in mind. I have another channel, and yeah, we have tons of games coming up. It's packed. There goes my summer vacation. But again, thanks so much for watching, folks. I really, really do appreciate you sticking around. Hope you enjoyed it. And if there should be any big other showcase, I will probably also have the PC Gaming Showcase open in the background and do some Dune and do some other stuff. But yeah, no streaming it. But yeah, again, thanks so much for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. And don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. And also, if you're new to the channel, you want to see more strategy games, then you came to the right place and should definitely subscribe here. With that said, have a good one, folks. Stay safe and have a great rest of your weekend.
No, English. I swear I speak English, man. I swear. I have that English down, man.
Holy shit. Have a good one, folks. Stay safe. Ka-ching!